What's your assessment of that 80 minutes?
I don't want to say it because I think you get what you deserve in rugby, but I thought the scoreline didn't maybe show the competition in the game. I was talking to Greg on the way in. I felt like they had probably had 3 chances and an intercept, and they took all of them. And we probably had 4 chances, clean 2-on-1 chances, and we took 1. So I think that's for me. I haven't obviously not seen the game back, but for me that's the difference today.
The frustration that you managed to work yourself in through playing some really nice rugby and opening Ireland up to get in those positions and then basic skills letting you down at a key moment.
Yeah, they're a very good team. They're a fantastic side, and we believe that when you get chances, you have to take them, especially away from home, especially against a defence as good as theirs. So we created those chances. You put yourself in positions to take them. And today the passes didn't quite go to hand, but it's frustrating on the one hand, but also encouraging that we created those opportunities.
You kept playing right to the end. Did you take any part from the spirit that was shown in something else?
I think the spirit's always there, and I think there'll be a lot more to take from the game than just spirit. So, the side's not going to, you're not going to pack up tools and stop because of the scoreline. So, we didn't capitalise today. I think we didn't convert our chances, and that's, I guess, the difference.
Gregor, as you get in that first half, you've worked hard on basic skills under pressure when you've been involved in Scotland. How surprised were you by that, the missed chances to play?
Look, I thought the basic skills were pretty good in a number of areas. Tackling was outstanding. Our contact work, clearing contact when we had the ball was outstanding. To create those opportunities needs some passing skills and realignment, but obviously a couple of missed opportunities when we did get there. And sometimes that's what the defender does. I thought Rob Carney did really well when Stuart went through, just step back when Stuart was about to pass, and Stuart finishes them off in every training session. But we all make errors, and we certainly played some outstanding rugby at times today. We caused a very good side problems through the set piece, through the defence, and through what we did in attack. And just obviously disappointed we're sitting here with not 1 more, 2 more, or even 3 more tries on the scoreboard, which would have made it a very interesting game going the last 10 minutes.
Is there anger in the dressing room?
No, I feel we're very proud of the way the team played, and there's a realisation that we've got more work to do. We're, a couple of years or 3 or 4 years behind Ireland in terms of what they've done and achieved and their experiences over the last few years, and we've got to make sure that when we have these experiences that are tough, that it goes into our work to improve. We'll play Ireland next year in the Six Nations, and we'll play them in 18 months in the World Cup, and we've got to make sure that we're a better team the next 2 times we play them.
Do you see them as the standard bearers in this championship?
They're one of the teams, yeah. They're obviously they're an excellent side. England are an excellent side. Wales have shown they're an excellent side. I think France will do very well tonight as well. It's a brilliant championship. You get really good games. You get competitive games. You get different styles, but the effort that goes in and the quality of game, the quality of opponent is really high, and I think we're proud of how the players played. Frustrated that it didn't lead to either a closer game or obviously a victory.
I think if you're looking for some ways to take positives from today's game, the fact that what went wrong today can be easily fixed, that you're not moving away from maybe the level that lifespan was at.
Yeah, look, the first job is causing opposition problems when they normally are able to dictate their possession, and we did that. We knew every ruck was going to be tough for them, and you could tell it was. We turned them over a number of times. I think our scrum got better and better, really strong in the second half. Our line-out defence was very good, so that was pleasing. Creating opportunities, is the first part, and then finishing them off is the second part when you have the ball. And we did create a number of opportunities. The more we're in those positions, the more it becomes second nature for our players to score.
When you lost in Cardiff, there was a sense that one mistake was sort of maybe did 2 or 3 more. When did you think the boys responded after Peter's mistake?
They responded very well. Like, that was night and day compared to Cardiff. Like, that was a team performance right from the start, that we were committed, focused, we were taking the game to the opposition, and kept going right to the end. Our fitness was outstanding again. It's a shame that Tim stretching over for a try, we didn't get 7 points at the end, because the way the players stuck to their task defensively, and then getting the ball back and going to Ireland was great to see.
Will Ireland win the Slam, do you think?
I don't know.
You mentioned how tight this Six Nations is. How much of an achievement would it be for Ireland to win the Grand Slam, considering how close all the teams are?
Oh, it'd be huge, and we obviously know the away games and home games are something that are hard to do. Ireland managed to get an away win against France in the 82nd minute, so it would be just on its own terms. Winning at Twickenham would be a huge achievement. To do it on the back of 4 games in a row, that'd be fantastic. Obviously, there's not been that many Grand Slams in Ireland like Scotland over the last 100 years, so it would be a huge achievement for Irish rugby. Nice music for us to think about the Grand Slam. Thank you.
Just on that note, we'll move on to the 10 p.m. bar. We'll thank for the musical interlude.
Greg, ultimately it's another 20 feet away from home. How would you say this is different than the games at Cardiff and Twickenham?
Oh, totally different. The scoreboard doesn't really, whether it's 20 points or one point. We've lost the game, so that's what we're obviously upset about. But that was a much closer game. Sometimes you play badly and you get away with 2 or 3 point defeat. We played well, and we obviously didn't take our opportunities. And it doesn't matter to us whether it's 1 point or 20 points. What matters to us was the performance and the effort from the players. And we know there's enough in there to have put that game much closer. And obviously, when you have 3 clear-cut chances, those could be 21 points. And Ireland's going off an intercept. It could be a different game. It wasn't, and that's down to us. But we're miles ahead of that performance was miles ahead of the one in Cardiff.
Gregor, Ireland seems to have affected the art of winning when not maybe necessarily playing at their best. Is that something that just comes with experience?
Yeah, so obviously gain a lot of confidence and momentum and belief in how they play, even when, as you say, maybe the opposition are causing errors or creating chances themselves. That group's been together for a while, and they've had a lot of success, especially at the Aviva over the last number of years. That's the journey we're on, and we've done very well at Murrayfield, and we've got to make sure that we take our chances when we play well away from home, because that was what the performance was today. We played well, but we didn't take our chances.
Do you see signs there that we were beginning to come to that away day form?
Yes, and it might sound daft because we lost 4 tries to 1, but that mentality, the way we played, the way we defended, all the bits of detail in our game, apart from the finishing, was what we need to do to win away from home. And we caused a very good side a lot of problems today, and we ask a lot from our players, but from the performance today, they delivered most of what we want out of an away performance.
Was that finishing just an aberration, or was that something that signals the most fundamental issues?
Look, I think we finished pretty well in the championship in November. Obviously, we didn't do it today, so we'll work on it. But we know how skillful our players are and what they do in training. So I'm sure on another day they would take those opportunities. I want to mention a couple of people or a couple of aspects of the game. I thought our forward pack were outstanding, and we respect the Irish forward pack a lot, and to go up against them and do so well against them gives us really good encouragement for the future. Someone like Simon Bergen again showing the depth we now have at tight head prop. And Blair Kinghorn on his debut was fantastic. It's a real challenge to play Ireland away from home with their running threats, their intricate plays, and also their kicking game. And Blair looked confident, made a few breaks, did really well. So that's very pleasing.
You go to Italy next weekend. You'll be favourites. 3 wins in the championship and over the Six Nations will be a good outcome. Would you? Do you think that's where Scotland are at the moment? They're a 3-win side.
Let's hope so, because we've still got that's going to be a tough game, and I'm sure Italy have got a red circle on that March the 17th for a while, home game against Scotland. We just got to show progress. Now, if that progress means, from our perspective, coaching perspective, we've improved in aspects that I mentioned before, and we are a tough team, a really tough team to play against. If it leads to wins, even better. But we've got to make sure that progress continues next week. We've put a lot of effort in this championship, and there's been some highs and some lows. We're going to make sure we end the championship with a positive display and a positive result.
You said 3 You said 3 years behind. Sorry, just quickly for me. 3 years behind Ireland. What's the difference? What can you do in those 3 years?
Sorry, I didn't mean that we've got 3 years to catch them up. I mean, I would hope it would take us much quicker than that. What I meant was that this team's had a lot of experiences together. A lot of those players that are in their late 20s that have came through winning championships, being in last game deciders for championships. It's been relatively recent that we've won 3 games in a championship, that we've obviously beaten a team like England first time in 10 years. So the more games that we're involved in that are close, that we win, we're going to get that confidence that how we're playing is taking us to a place where we'll be contenders more regularly and beat teams like Ireland.
Gregor, which Irish player caused you most concern when you saw whoever it is on the ball, and why did it cause you concern?
That is some question. I'd probably need about another three looks at the video. Who caused us most problems? Although Keith Earls and Gary Ringrose looked dangerous on ball, good footwork. I thought Rob Kearney was outstanding in the first half, and that was the pace he brought into the game, but also his kicking and his kick chase. He maybe didn't get as much ball in the second half, but I thought he looked really good in the first half.
Greg, I know what you're saying, the positives, but realistically those individual errors went a long way to cost you that game. How frustrating is that? And why did it happen?
Look, it's frustrating. You can look at the game 2 ways. You can go, look, have we turned up, played well, caused the team lots of problems, put ourselves in a position to win the game. Yes, that's great. Or you can go, right, forget all that stuff. Team didn't put any effort in because we didn't finish off 2-1s. I know I'm going to watch the game 3 or 4 times the next 2 days, and I know which way I'm going to be thinking about it and 3 or 4 views of it, and it will be frustrating. But for now, I know, having seen the bits of the game where we were committed, where we caused Ireland problems, it's pleasing. It's pleasing to know that this team can take on the best and cause them problems.
Thanks, everyone.
How can it be pleasing to see Hugh Jones running in there?
Yeah, look, it's obviously it's frustrating, but it's more frustrating for them. Those are the guys that sent in the change room feeling like they've let the team down because they didn't execute a 2-1. But we are proud of how they played. We wanted a response away from home, and we got that in terms of the performance. We didn't get that in terms of the result, and that's what we're here for, to get the wins. But that performance, with obviously the finishing a bit better, will be good enough to beat the best teams in the world.